What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Movie Mondays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking one movie.
Oh.
As we do every apparently second or third week nowadays. I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how is it going?
I am delighted, Conor. I'm happy we're back hosting a movie show where there's actual movies coming out and we're not filling time with rumours and such.
Do you not like rumours and speculation?
Oh, I do, but then I'm always proved wrong. It doesn't bode well for me. I thought Kang wouldn't show up.
Right. if we always got it right, we would love it. But we're always wrong, and then we look foolish.
If I could call it once a year, I'd be happy. But
ooh, that's a pretty good ratio.
Although
we're on zero.
I did once. I have called this year that we're getting a multiversal Sinister Six. So we'll see what happens come December 17th.
I just say I've heard rumours that it's actually going to be a Sinister 5. Okay, we're going to get
oh my God.
Technically you're wrong, numerically. So, Shaun, this week we are going to be doing one of our spoiler-filled movie reviews. We did one a few weeks back for Dune, and we are back because there's another blockbuster out, and that is the MCU's latest entry, The Eternals.
Yes, we were very positive in our June review, and I can only assume this will be exactly the same, Conor.
I'm intrigued that you say that because I feel like you might not like this.
I think my problem is I now compare everything to June. Okay,
every movie ever.
Yeah, it's like Scarface, not June. It's not June 2021.
There's not enough sand in Scarface. I've always said that to you.
I suppose on a broad level, we should probably say just like our general thoughts on the movie at the start. And then we'll get into talking about it. I liked this movie more than I disliked it, but
I liked it a lot more than I liked Black Widow. But
yeah,
I think that's because I think this tried something, and I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect the fact that it gave it a go in a certain direction.
I think once you get past the first 45 minutes. This is one of the more solid MCU movies. But the first 45 minutes is so disjointed, I want to say.
That's weird, because I would have said after the first hour and a half.
Really?
To me, it went the other way.
Really? Interesting.
I love a good team reuniting. I'm okay with that. But
see, my issue with the whole... They have a weird team dynamic and a weird family dynamic in this, and I don't think those work well.
We're not included in any of that dynamic, though, because it's never really shown. There's been a lot of talk that this movie should have been a series, and
like the Inhumans.
I can like the Inhumans. I mean, they own their own streaming service. They're doing so many different shows at the minute. You could have easily done a 10-episode arc where you introduced each Eternal one by one. No, make it 12 episodes, and then the 11th one, they all come together.
See, I think that's too much. I think what you need is, you need the movie to just fucking put the characters in the world, and now you can do what you want with them. This is still an origin movie, which now, historically are very samey.
Now, here's the thing, right? Even from the announcement of this movie, I know a lot of people are like, we have to come in, this is the best movie ever, the worst movie ever. I think if you take everything into context, from the announcement of this movie, we had basically a few thoughts. One, Jesus, that's a bit out there. Yeah. That's a bit weird. Why would they try this? Because hard to adapt.
It is a miracle that this got made at all.
Yes, and it's based off basically Chloe Zhao, the director. She... Oscar winner, but she came to Kevin Feige and was like, I've got an idea. Yeah. What if we did this? And she won him over in that way, and he was like, I never thought of that, but that seems like a good idea. But most importantly, Shaun, I just have one question. What are the Eternals?
Oh, well, do I have the movie for you, Conor? Because it opens with just a couple of paragraphs all about it.
I bet you were like fist pump. Yes.
Finally, I have a JPEG I can just send to people.
I think that joke came from like episode 2 of this show. So that's how long ago this was announced.
Oh yeah, like we did the show, and then I think Marvel did. They announced their kind of Phase 4, and like that's what we were working with. But look, the Eternals in the comics are, they're like genetic offshoots from humanity, along with the Deviants. That's how it is in the comics. Whereas in this movie, they're kind of more servants of the Celestials, say. Because in the comics, the idea is that either the Deviants, the humans, or the Eternals will win out and be in charge of the planet, basically. And that's what the judgment is about, to decide who wins and who dies. But in this, it's revealed later in the movie, but spoilers. But the purpose of the Eternals is to grow humanity for as long as possible,
until a Celestial can eat them.
Until a Celestial can use their energy to be born from an egg. The Earth is a womb in this movie. We got to be on board with that straight away. Yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot of buy-in in this movie that you just need to be like, fuck it, I'm okay.
And I don't want to be negative, because I don't think this is, like, we don't really do anything in regards of, we're not going to say something really shit. But there are going to be things in this film that I was like, that's not great.
No.
I probably would have done that differently. But then again, we have to go off the fact of, it's a miracle this movie got made at all. So I'm like, fuck it, fair play.
I think this is like probably as good of an adaptation and an introduction to the Eternals as you can do in one movie.
Yeah, but I think we haven't even got into the plot, but if you do this 2 parts, I think part 1 comes out and it gets absolutely fucking trashed.
Yeah.
And it's like, because it's either, I think it's a no-win situation. Part 1 comes out and you go, why did you split it up? You're just money hungry bastards. There's nothing in that first movie, fuck off. You do this movie, you stuff too much in. There's too much to go through. It's 9,000 years you were trying to cover there. It's madness.
Yeah, and like that is not the time span from ancient Mesopotamia to today is not the main conflict of this movie. It's not where the story takes place. So honestly, like, we need to spend as little time there as possible to just introduce the characters and kind of to show how long they've been around. But it does feel, a lot of it feels kind of unnecessary. There's a lot of them posing in a V formation.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
They just keep doing it, and it's
I think you get one.
You get the first one. The first one at the start where they land on Earth for the first time.
Yeah.
After that, no more V formation.
Like, you normally always get that one in the third act when, like, the big bad is coming and they all stand in, like, the perfect formation. Whether it's the Avengers or the Justice League or whoever the fuck it is, they're always in a perfect formation. Yeah. Whereas in this one, it's like 4 times. I'm like, lads, it's fine.
Yeah. And, like, it's always the same camera move as well. Like, the camera slowly pulls away and reveals them all spread out. They perfected it. I mean, look, if it works once.
Look, the movie starts with the Star Wars scroll. And then it kicks straight into them basically, like, doesn't fuck about. These are all the characters. They're all, the Celestial is talking to them. You have, I mean, do I have to list them all off? Here we go. So we've got Cersei, Icarus, Kingo, Sprite, Phastos, Macquarie, Druig, shout out Barry.
Sorry, can I just say right away with Druig, it is so good to hear a thick Dublin accent in this movie.
What? I was watching this and I feel like we are so biased, but I was like, let this man be the hero.
Oh, he's the best character. He is the best character in this movie, hands down.
I don't think he even is, but I just think we just like him the most.
Oh, we love Barry. Like, it's not inconceivable that one day we get him on this show.
Oh, shout out to Barry. What a nice man. Gilgamesh, you have Dane Whitman and Ajax, of course, as well. Did I miss anyone? Tina, of course.
Yeah, did you say Icarus?
I did, yeah. Icarus and Cersei are kind of a 1-2 punch there at the start.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, they all wake up and they're all basically told their job, get down to earth, sort the place out. Cersei and Icarus meet, and it's the shot from the trailer, but the change that they're actually in space. I think in the trailer, are they not? Is it not like they're on Earth?
I don't even remember, but yeah, probably.
I think that might be completely wrong, but I seen that shot and I was like, I think that shot was different. Never mind, it doesn't matter. But they meet and immediately fall in love because one of them is Richard Madden, and fair play to you, Cersei. So we're moving.
Yeah, you have Richard Madden and Gemma Chan, like they're a more attractive couple right there.
The problem is though, you've got Kit Harington on the other side, so she's got the Stark brothers. Well, no spoilers.
The fucking depends, you know. Who can say, really?
And Barry's there. Everyone wants Barry.
Everyone wants Barry.
I can only assume.
Barry could have been in Game of Thrones.
I think I'd follow Barry into war. Come on, Barry. Come on, Barry.
Well, do you want to watch 1917, Conor?
Also, I have all of Barry's notes, Drewig's notes. I just take notes of what's happening in the movie. For all of his scenes, I just went pure Irish. For any of the other one, I would just say, he was punching him, or he kicked him, or there was a fight. For any time that Drewig does, I said he punched the head off him.
Yeah.
Or just some really Irish phrase, because Barry deserves that kind of thing. Just a joke.
Barry, we're adapting this entire review to Barry's sensibilities.
No other podcast will talk about Barry Keoghan as much as we will.
Can I say as well, I will say, this intro scene, the on-location stuff in this movie is really well done. Like, you feel like they are in that environment.
Did you notice the monster just eats that guy's head straight off the bat?
They just let him die as well. Deviant just bites the kid's dad's head off, and then Icarus flies in and starts killing the Deviant. I feel he could have got there Icarus. 30 seconds quicker.
Like, you're literally Superman. Just
as people hammer home in this movie, by the way.
Yeah, obviously. Superman is an allegory for Icarus and all the sun and all that.
And superheroes are mythology now. Like, that's basically what it is.
We're not going to get to. They're all the same. They're all the same anyway.
What Chloe Zhao has done there, she has confirmed that the DC universe exists in the Marvel universe.
How so?
A lot of references to Superman in this movie.
Oh yes,
and
of course. Yeah,
also, there's a point where Kingo's valet is described as like Arthur Alfred for Batman. So
yes.
Just DC Comics exists in the MCU.
So they all fight the. They're all the same. I was trying to. They're deviants. Are they different? Are they the same?
Like, deviants are meant to be. They're all fucking different because they're all mutations. Like, no two are really the same. The deviants in this are kind of boring to me. Like,
don't get me started.
Like, extremely boring, I would say.
And so they have the big fight scene. You get introduced to all their powers. You've got all these different people with all these different powers. And they all get a hero moment, and at the end they all get the hero shot in a line.
Flying V, yeah, of course.
It's the flying V, of course, the Mighty Duck formation. And then we cut to the present day, where we have Cersei, and she's late for class. She's teaching a class. Turns up, Kit Harington's there. Dane Whitman, he won't come up again. Actually, literally, he probably won't come up again. But that's a joke, because that character's meant to come up. Never mind.
I like that they're just dropping breadcrumbs with that character. That's all I needed.
Is it breadcrumbs, or did they forget?
I don't think they forgot. What's he gonna do? Like, now, look, we've said this.
She's my queen.
We've said this from the
she's my queen.
And he doesn't want it. But we've said it from the start, like, Dane Whitman, the Black Knight in the comics. I've done a report on him in the past on Hero or Zero. But, like, and I was toying around with the idea, like, will they do it? Because they give him a ring that has the family crest on it. And it's like, your family goes back.
Next scene.
Yeah.
They're in the bar. It's his birthday, so she gives him a ring.
Yeah, and he's like, this is class. Like, and his family goes back to medieval times. And then I was like, okay, maybe they're just, like, teasing us. And then, like, later in the movie, they're on a video call, and she says, you should reconnect with your uncle. Like the previous Black Knight. And I'm like, it's definitely that.
And then at the very end, he's like, I have some things about my family that are, they're going to surprise you.
They are strange.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. I'll tell you now.
They bring
sequel.
up the Ebony Blade is brought up in conversation between the Eternals. Like, it's all tied together. Also, we should say as well, we are aware that there has been a bunch of trailers that dropped over the last few days as well. Those will be covered next week.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
I mean, we had to do the movie review or the trailer talk.
Exactly, yeah. I just want people to know that. Like, also, there's a Spider-Man trailer coming out tomorrow. So that will be next week.
We're aware. We'll get to it. But this episode will be like 4 hours long. We'll just get to all the trailers afterwards. Let's just keep going.
We'll just keep going. Just keep rolling, lads.
So you have all them in the bar, and you have, I mean, Cersei's there, and she's hanging out with Dane. And then you also have Sprite there, played by Leah McHugh. She's also there. She's pretending to be another woman to chat to Icarus.
Yeah.
And then a deviant attacks them on their way home, because so Sprite and Cersei are together and they're walking home with Dane Whitman. They get attacked by a deviant. Icarus comes flying in to the rescue, makes the save. So heroic. Such a nice man.
Such a nice man, and like not a threat. Definitely not a threat to Dane Whitman. No. Nice to see Camden getting some play in this movie as well. I like with Dane Whitman though, like he knows he's not like super powered and everything like that. I like how he asks Cersei, are you like Doctor Strange? Are you a wizard?
Yeah, and then he's like, Sprite's always going on about like centuries ago. Like,
yeah, and I'm starting to believe her. But he's trying to get people away. Like he's saying, no, run, like, and he's minding people as they leave. So he has a good heart. He's
in on it, but he's not involved, which I quite enjoy, because they could have easily done like they're trying to hide their powers from him, and he's like an idiot. But she just comes clean straight away, and like literally at the very next scene, the scene is in all the trailers with the bus flipping, and then Cersei turns it into, I think, flowers,
rose petals or something,
rose petals. And then afterwards, she's just like, we're the Eternals. I'm thousands of years old. That's my ex-boyfriend. We were together for 5,000 years.
Yeah. No threat though. We're done now. The thing is, and like, it kind of helps sell the world, because if you lived in the Marvel universe, you would just accept anything that you were told at that point, wouldn't you?
He probably vanished for 5 years, or somebody loves vanished for 5 years. So
okay. So this is just like, oh, fine. And he asked her like, why didn't you stop Thanos? She's like, we can't interfere unless it's deviants, which is bollocks, because Thanos is a deviant.
Absolutely, yeah. First of all, that was my first thought of like, yeah, Thanos is literally a deviant. You've told me that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's MCU though. I think maybe they just don't recognise him as a deviant. He's just a big bad guy.
Maybe, but Jesus.
Number two, they don't get involved in any human stuff, but they're going around developing lots and lots of weapons in which people are dying.
Yeah.
And then is that not getting involved?
One of Barry Keoghan's best scenes, as we'll get to later.
All of them are his best scenes, Shaun.
Oh, of course.
All of them.
Of course. So they go back to the apartment and they're going to go look for Ajax. Isn't that what they decide?
Yeah, so they're like, we're going to go find Ajax and we'll have a chat with her. We'll see what the story is. Yeah. And so Cersei, Icarus and Sprite, they turn up to Ajax's place and they're like, where is she? Icarus really tried hard to see her. He cannot find her anywhere. He's raging, so he is.
He brought his binoculars. Like, he's looking around. He's doing the old detector.
Yeah. She could be buried here somewhere, lads. Wait, no. She wouldn't be buried. She wouldn't be buried. Very alive.
She might be at the market, the local market.
So they turned up, and you'll never believe this shot. Ajax, Salma Hayek, who we covered in a rumour or speculation a few weeks ago, might die early in the movie, dies early in the movie.
By God. Jesus. Who could have predicted it? Only everyone.
Who could have done it, is my question.
Yeah, who could kill such an Eternal? Oh, the Deviants,
the most
perhaps.
Powerful. Because Ajax is the most powerful, I'm assuming. She's the leader.
She's a leader. She's a prime eternal. Now, it's not necessarily that she's the most powerful, but she's the best
she's the
leader,
connection
I suppose.
to the Celestials.
Yes. She's the representative, basically. Because, like, she doesn't have an offensive power. Like, she's a healer, basically.
But that is the most powerful weapon you can have. So she sends all them at the fights, and then they get stabbed, and they run back to her.
Exactly, yeah. So she's literally like the mother of the group, if you're to assign a role to it.
And so you have Ajax there, and this is where we find out that Ajax may not have agreed with the Celestials. And there's a scene where she's like, "What if I want to stay on Earth? Like, what if we could all stay on Earth instead?" And they're like, "Stop being so dumb. You can't stay on Earth. We gotta kill all the humans." Wait, no, did I say that out loud? I mean, you gotta save all the humans. Stop those deviants. Stop those deviants.
But they're just like, proceed with the mission as planned, kind of a thing. Like, she knows exactly what's going on. She's always known. But she's starting to like Earth and its people.
Yeah, and this is back in, I don't know how many years ago, like 7,000 years
Babylon,
ago at this stage.
So like,
yeah. And so they're all kind of, we're seeing them all together as a team, and then we're cutting between back then and now when they're all spread apart.
Yeah.
And so when they're all together, you can see all the different personalities. You can see all the different, like Tina, played by Angelina Jolie. She wants to fight all the time. She just wants to go back in and just ruin them. Druig is like, why don't we just take over every human? I'll just take over every human. It would be fine. Like,
I can just stop conflicts before they happen. Like, that's it. You have Sprite as like the storyteller, like Gilgamesh is the warrior, but with a good heart. And
Macri is someone that's like, she doesn't get a lot of play in this. I think she gets a little bit of play, but mostly she's just used as like, she's like what everyone kind of likes. I think she
is. Yeah, no. She's curious, I would say, because she just keeps taking things that interest her, like that green tablet that she's looking for. I'm nearly sure that's like the Rosetta Stone or something like that.
Okay.
Like, I think she just, like, and we find her later in the ship, and she's just been learning for eons.
Speed reading.
We can all do it. But just don't look at the words. It's fine. And she's looking for knowledge, basically, is what I took from that.
And then you have the person with all the knowledge, which is Fastos, who he can create anything. He's the Donatello.
Yeah, or the Hephaestus from Greek mythology.
One of the two, but mostly Donatello. He's good with machines.
But
you're looking for a party dude, you've got Kingo.
Oh, Kingo. Kingo is all about the party, though. He's also got those little pew-pew fingers of his.
Would you say Druig is rude but cool?
I think so. But who's the Leonardo, then?
I think it has to be Icarus, if we're going to do it.
I mean, maybe. I suppose.
No, Cersei. Cersei's the Leonardo. Sprite is Splinter.
That's pretty good. And Dane Whitman is April O'Neil.
Yes. Yes. And you imagine Kit Harington, the full like yellow jumpsuit.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh yeah. And so you see them back in the olden days. As I said, they're all having disagreements, and this is when Ajax is like, I want to stay on the Earth. Celestials are like, basically cop on, like, stop thinking like that, stick to the mission.
Cop on, by the way, means get your shit together
in Irish.
Yeah.
And so they, as I said, they turn up to her house. She's very dead. No longer breathing, Shaun. Who could have done it? It's a whodunit. It turns into a whodunit mystery.
That's it. Better be the deviants.
And this is when Icarus tells us the deviants, they're evolving. That's what he's heard. That's what he, through the rumours.
Because in London, it was able to heal itself.
And Cersei at the time is actually able to absorb Ajax's power, to talk to the Celestials, so she becomes their UN ambassador.
Yeah, I think so. Like, she's the class rep of the group, and
she becomes the scholar.
Yeah, and just has a meeting, is able to meet with the principal. Can I just say, on the Celestials and Arishem in particular, the scale of those is brilliant. Like, there's just these massive cosmic beings, and then you have a little human right next to it.
Yeah, it's basically like, we do not have a hope. Like, if these guys that we see on the screen, like Icarus say, he's like Superman, but then him beside the Celestials is like, oh, he doesn't have a hope.
Yeah,
oh shit,
there's no chance there. I love all the space stuff in this, the Marvel cosmic bullshit, if you will.
You are a fan of Marvel cosmic bullshit, though. You have been for years.
Have been for years, before it was cool.
before everyone jumped on your bandwagon. You were there in the dark days when everyone said it was shit.
Before Chloe Zhao liked Eternals, I was here.
Why didn't Kevin come to you? I don't know. Fucking just do some space stuff, Kevin. I don't fucking know.
Can we get Dane Whitman in a yellow jumpsuit at all, please? Just
you're hired.
Just send him to me.
So you also have the bit where we find out that Tina is her brain is
mad weary.
Mad weary.
Mad weary. That's what it's called.
So she's basically going insane because she can see multiple timelines of her own life simultaneously.
Yeah, she has multiple memories from different brains, basically. And they're all conflicting with each other. So she's seeing like the end of a world, and she's just trying to defend herself, basically.
Yeah, and this is back. We're flashing back again. So we flash forward to be like Ajax dead, flash back to Tina going mad. I think it's this the idea you're meant to be like, oh, Tina killed her because she's gone mad.
I think they're in like Tenochtitlan or something. Like, it's an Aztec place, I think, in the Amazon. That's where they are at this point. And this is where there's the last deviants on Earth are. And so they're like, once we shut these guys down, we're done. Like, that's the end of the deviants.
Shift over. Everyone go home.
Everyone go home. Everyone clock out. Have fun. And doesn't go as planned, because Tina tries to kill everyone.
But what happens then is they finally kill the deviant, and they're like, we did it. We're finished. But then to their left, there's like a whole human war going on beside them, and Druig is kind of like, are we finished?
Can we not help them? Like,
I could stop that whole thing in a second if you just let me.
And he's losing it. Yeah, and she tells him to stop. And they get up to like a room later, and they're all discussing it. And Druig is just like, do you have any idea what it's like to watch wars unfold when you know you could stop them? Like, in an instant.
It fucks with his head.
Yeah, and that for thousands of years. Like, and he's just like, I'm fucking done with this whole family sucks.
Yeah, basically, he's like, this. It's really fucked that you don't let me use my power. And he's just like, he's like Dash from The Incredibles. He's like, this is fucked. I'm just gonna go off and use my power because this is weird. That none of you want to actually help. You're like, you have to leave it to the humans. Like, that's really bad.
Yeah, we can help them in other ways, like,
which is weird because, like, in that scene, he's meant to come across as a dickhead, but I was like, he's kind of right, to be fair.
Has a point. Like, it's and this movie does well about like what's really right and what's really wrong. Like, that's a question that's brought up a lot. So Druig is like the first example of that. The next one comes later on down the line when the Celestials' plan is like more fully revealed.
Yeah, and so Druig basically says, I'm done, I'm out. And at this point, Ajax tells all the rest of them, all the deviants are gone, we can split up.
Yeah.
Just go enjoy your lives, basically.
Yeah, they'll tell us to come home one day, and that'll be it.
Yeah, everyone go just enjoy yourself. But she knows the actual plan.
Yeah.
At this point. So she knows, like, oh yeah, we're going to get like another few thousand years, but then we're all dead.
Yeah, so they might as well enjoy themselves while it lasts.
And so then we go back to the modern times. We got still the team formation happening, and we head off to Mumbai to get the world's largest man these days, Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail.
And he's in Bollywood movies, And I think my favourite part was when he was like, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, me, and they're just him.
Yeah.
Just all the years.
But no one has questioned it. And his valet knows, like, his valet comes up to them and just like, it's such an honour to meet the Eternals.
What did you think of the valet?
Do you know what? At the start, I was like, okay, here we go. Here's the Trevor Slattery character in this movie. And right up until he says goodbye, I wasn't mad on him. But his goodbye scene completely turned me around. And I was like, that's a really...
nice.
it's like a really interesting view on that. But like, I'm not sure how I feel about Kingo in this movie.
Okay.
Like,
he's the comic relief.
He's the comic relief. And you hired a comedian. Great. But he's just, like, he seems like too thick to function in this. Like, he's just... There's being lighthearted, and there's like, and not taking anything seriously, and then there's just like being a moron for no reason.
I think that something this movie does really badly is that it just does not have any weight to anything that happens, because we have to do a Marvel quip in the next scene.
Yeah.
So Ajax dies, and everybody's sad for I would say 45 seconds. And then they all get on the plane, because they have to tell Kingo, and they're like, we're going to go get the rest of them. They all get on his plane, and then we have a whole documentary scene, and he's just cracking jokes, cracking wise, everybody's so funny, everybody's having a laugh, and it's like, did your best friend not die like yesterday? What the fuck is the story?
Yeah, like, wouldn't it be like an emotional gut punch if you had like, he's laughing while he's on set, and he's laughing and joking and dancing and singing and all the rest of that. And then, like, they tell him Ajax died, and he's just, like, he completely changes for, like, a noticeable amount of time, not just in the second that he's told.
I do like the joke with the valet that he's like, he thought it was a vampire, and then he tried to stab me when I was asleep. That made me laugh. And so they all get on the plane, and they have a weird scene where Richard Madden gets put in a photo app by Cersei, and it's like, this is what you're going to look like old. That scene didn't need to be
a big
here.
Snapchat filter promo, maybe.
It's a 2.5 hour movie. Just maybe just cut that.
Maybe cut that out. Maybe have them talk about how their motherly figure just died
yesterday.
Maybe have them talk about their history.
Maybe have them talk about, they haven't seen each other in maybe 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Or
maybe tell me fucking anything about Icarus.
Just like, Icarus is Superman, and he looks good, right? That's all you need to know. Just shut up, right? Look at Richard Madden.
But what's his deal, Conor? What's he been up to?
What's he been doing? Cersei.
Oh, I can't.
That's all he does.
Give me. That's Jamie Lannister's thing.
It's true. But yeah, he's betraying the Starks. If you're liking Cersei, that's not great. No, but he, as you said, this plane scene, they're literally just quipping, they're joking. Their mother died yesterday. Well, their motherly figure died yesterday.
Yeah.
And they haven't seen each other in like 1,000 years. But also, Cersei, Icarus, they have a relationship. How do they feel? Nobody knows.
Just even having Cersei being like have Icarus be like a flirty prick, and just be like, no, Dane is back home, and just shut that shit down. Yeah, he
tries to start up like they used to back in the day. He's still in that mindset of trying to have a flirty girlfriend boyfriend banter, and she's just like, that's not what we do anymore.
Oh yeah, this is another thing that we didn't bring up, is that there is the quote-unquote sex scene in this movie, where Icarus and Cersei get together. And then in the immediate next scene, they get married.
Oh yeah. What's wrong with that?
Look, the mouse loves monogamy, is what I'm going to say.
The mouse is all about that monogamy. He's not fucking about.
No,
he's fucking and marrying. That's all the mouse does.
That's all he does. Look at Minnie. But yeah, I watched this in a fairly busy cinema, and I heard gasps from parents.
It's a Marvel movie. Wait, oh, boys.
Oh, God. There's also some prick who brought a multi-pack of crisps
He did
to
not.
the cinema. Yeah.
You see, but at the same time, popcorn is a really loud snack as it is. So why do we allow that but not crisps?
The
Or
entry
chips.
and exit to a bag of crisps or chips, like it's louder than any form of eating. Like, you crinkle that fucking mylar plastic, whatever the fuck it is. You're ruining my day. A kid got shushed.
But and I like the idea that in this scene, when you're not learning anything about them, you getting madder and madder, and then the packet starts
Just
rusting.
taking it out on it.
You fucking bastard.
Oh, this is your fault.
Just tell me anything about them. That's not
Anything
just that
about-
they're in love.
Anyone. Just give me any bit of information about these characters.
We see, here's the thing, and this is a problem that this movie has the whole way through. There's 10 of them. So you have to introduce all 10 of them. Nobody gets any characterization other than Cersei, but even her characterization is just like, Ajax dead, and now I can talk to the Celestials.
And she likes humanity, and like,
She likes humanity. I would say that's a basis for
a hero.
characters.
You would say
I just
so.
assume they like humanity.
Cersei is the main character in this, though. Like,
Yes.
she is, yeah. So she does get the most, but there's other like nice little portrayals of things. Like, they're on their way. The reason they're on the plane, they're going to get Tina and Gilgamesh.
Yeah, they have to turn up because they went off together. Because Gilgamesh was like, "I'm going to look after her. She's a crazy person, but I'm the strongest person in the team. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm fine. I'll go look after her."
Look, I really like their relationship in this.
Very nice. That's actually one of the very big highlight of the movie.
Yeah, like that they are just, and it's not even like that they're like, it's not even necessarily romantic, but they just both genuinely care for each other.
And their great scene is later on when he's like, "I would literally look after you no matter what universe or planet or whatever we were on. Like, I would be there with you the whole way." And
Exactly.
And then there was like a 5-minute sex scene afterwards, and I was like, "This is really telling me some characterization." Okay,
Yeah, it is.
Let's get them married. Let's get them married, mouse.
Give me a face swap app right quick. And actually, if you want to talk about reactions to Ajax's death, when Gilgamesh like bends the cast iron pan in his hands as it's just out of the oven.
Very sad, right?
Very sad.
But this movie wants to have its cake and eat it too, because you have him, he bends it all up. Tina's like out by a tree. He's like, she's not been the same. She's got fucking mad. They turn up. She goes a bit crazy, but they get her back on board.
Yeah.
So everything is like, oh, it's a bit solemn, a bit sad.
God, yeah, that was a heavy moment just then.
We haven't had a quip in about 95 seconds. And so now we have to have a dinner scene where they're all joking and laughing, of course.
Of course.
Just like an old family.
Yeah, just like a family reunion, if you will. Minus Druig and Macari.
I think a family reunion, I like how, like, in this movie, I think a family reunion would be a very fun scene, right? It would be a really good fun scene if you got everyone back in, they're all quipping and joking. But the context of the fact is that they're all together because Ajax died yesterday and they're like, the world's going to end in fucking 4 days, lads. We need to get going.
This is it. Like, and look, some of the best sessions I've been at have been funerals, I will say. But
it's an Irish funeral.
It's definitely an Irish thing. But I also don't give me the family reunion scene when there's still like 3 people left to bring in. Like,
yeah, but what about when Kingo was drinking the spit? That was pretty good.
Oh, great bit. Bit of funny right then.
Gilgamesh turned into a baby. Thank you very much, Sprite. You are the comedy goals of this movie. Love Sprite. Sprite's the best character.
So, Druig's the best character. He has the coolest outfit as well. Do you think that a lot of this was put in because without it, it's not a kids' movie?
I think so, yeah. I mean, my notes for this scene, and I was just going scene by scene, is dinner line. Ajax is dead, but they got jokes.
Oh, they got jokes for days.
Oh, they got jokes. Because I was watching, I was like, that's a funny joke. Bit weird they put this scene here. Could have put it maybe a few scenes after, a few scenes before. Just have Ajax in the scene with them. I don't know. Just something. Change it up.
Set that in the past and have them do jokes then. Like,
when it's a much funnier time and they all had no worries.
Bit of hope in the world, Bob Marley and all that. And then they're like, oh, Icarus has the line from the trailer, like, I could lead the Avengers, and everyone laughs at him. And then Cersei, who's now the leader, like the de facto leader of the group, goes out and like tries to communicate with the Celestials, and then we get big space exposition dump.
Oh, massive exposition dump right
fucking
all over us.
Huge. Over and over again from multiple angles.
When I thought the exposition was done, then the dumping kept occurring. The dumping kept going.
Kept a dumping.
Kept a dumping. So they just basically have to explain the whole premise. And so the Celestials like, it's like the Celestials like, she doesn't fucking know. Here, look, bring her in. We'll sit her down. Here we go.
It's like when you like have a new role in your job and they give you like
tutorials.
The entirety of the job is summed up in one PowerPoint. And like that's what you're at for the next 3 years, okay? Good.
So we basically learned the Celestials, all the thing of coming to Earth and then them fighting off the Deviants, all a very good thing. However, in 5 days, the population of the Earth has now gotten too high, so everyone's going to have to die because there's going to be a big monster who's living in the centre of the Earth. He's going to be woken up. He's a Celestial. He wakes up, kills everyone. We're going to mind wipe all you motherfuckers again, stick you back in the ship, fly you to another planet, restart the whole thing. Don't worry, you won't remember a thing. Anyway, I'll talk to you after. Have a guy's dinner. You drink and spit. Fair play to you.
I save all your memories for some reason. Don't know why. You'll never play into anything ever again.
Tina's kind of he and them. She's kind of not. We're not going to really play on that anymore.
But the conflict there is that the Celestials make galaxies and make life. Like, that's what they do. So, like, the Celestial needs to be born for that to happen. So, by saving the Earth, they're condemning billions, if not trillions. But those billions and trillions don't exist yet, is all I'm saying. Like, they don't know any different. So, what if you just save the Earth and plant a Celestial on a different planet and fill it with, like, moss or something? Because that's alive.
I mean, I feel like you're seeing some logic here, because what about if we did a big hand coming out of the ocean?
What if we got all the Infinity Stones and half the population, thereby delaying the inevitable birth of a Celestial?
You know what? Imagine the Celestials like, oh, for fuck's sake.
We were this close.
We've waited 9,000 years and this fucker comes along. You couldn't have stopped him. I told the lads not to get involved, though. It's my own fault, really. It is actually my own fault. I should have told the lads to get involved.
And then the Avengers bring everyone back and they're like, fuck you, we don't have to report this, it's fine.
The boys are like, the report's due tomorrow, so they're like, the head Celestial, like, tell him you're on his left. Tell him you're on his fucking left. Oh, jeez, we could be coming in clutch here, lads. It's Friday
just like
at
watching
4.
They're like holding their clock cards right above the fucking puncher.
If he comes into this Monday morning, he's going to be fucking pissed. We better hope they bring them all back.
I am Iron Man. Fuck yeah!
All high-fiving. It's like they have it in the woods, but for humanity.
Literally, that's it. And so then another solemn scene where they tell the other Eternals this news.
Everyone's sad. Everyone's kind of taken aback at first, and then Kingo drinks out a spit cup again, and then there's a little
Kingo,
because I was thinking, I was sitting here going, they've just found out all their lives are meaningless. All their lives are basically meaningless. Everyone they know is going to die, and they all have to start again, but they won't even be aware of it. Their identity is going to be wiped. But at the same time, though, there is a lot of spit in that beer. And Sprite is a little fucking kid, but she's like a grown up, so that's a bit of a laugh as well.
There's the comedy happening right there, lads. Look, it's the midpoint of the movie, shall we say? And it's like there's
also no Olympia. Like they find out like they always thought that they were from a planet. They're like, nah, you're just clones. You're just we just made you. And
that's another thing, because like the Eternals in the comics are like they're organic beings, like they are real, but in this they're android robot things.
But there's like a million of them. Like, it's an iRobot scene where there's like 1,000 of them all in the same room.
Yeah, they're all copies of copies of copies or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me.
But you know what the smallest detail they should have done? And it's such a stupid thing that probably doesn't even matter. But they should have shown, if they were going to introduce the memory scene of like, all your memories are in here, just show Tina's wall and just show like a crack in it or some shit. Like, just show me like, oh, I fucking ran into that last week. We were all celebrating, the boys kept bringing all the people back. I ran into it. I got fucking pissed.
Someone threw a bottle and, look.
So she's going mad. That's on me, lads. That one's on me as well. And so, yeah, they sit down, they learn the truth. Everybody is devastated. Now they're like, right, we got 4 days. We gotta stop this fucking big celestial from coming out of the ocean because we like living.
How do we stop a celestial? Oh, maybe we can just put him to sleep.
Who could put him to... Who's the greatest Dublin man we all know? And then they go visit Barry. Who is,
like... He's just Irish in this, and it's amazing.
Because we never get, like, just a proper Irish accent.
That's a proper North Dublin accent, like...
They always tone it down. Like, it's always... I'm sure it's the same for if you're English or American, but if you're doing a movie, you would tone it down. So, like, make it more generic, make it more general.
But Barry Keoghan says, "What do you want, lads?" That's a line that he says in this movie. And it's fucking brilliant.
And I was like, I'd say that. I would say that the exact same way.
I speak like that. Also, I think he gets every... I think there's like a couple of the word shit in this movie. I think Barry Keoghan gets every single one of them.
Shit out of an Irish accent, though. Sounds lyrical. Sounds like...
Oh, it does. There's a lilt to it. Shit.
Oh, shit, boy. Huh?
Oh, shit, boy.
And so, yeah, they go visit Druig, and he's got his little commune that he's set up.
Bit of a cult, but yeah.
Bit of a cult, but is it a cult, though? Because a cult implies...
I don't think so.
A cult implies that they believe in, like, his ideals and his thing. But I don't think any of them believe. I think he just... His mind fucked them all. Like, he's just brainwashed them in terms of, like, he could just take over their minds.
That's the thing. He says, like, he intended to just keep in control forever, but he gave him... I think they can leave whenever they want, like. It's just that he jumps in. I think so. I think it's just like...
He just jumps in and says, turn around.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he's like, it's a simple life, and these people are happy, and I protect them.
We also get introduced to the fact that Kingo's like, Sprite, I know you fancy Icarus. You've loved him all your life. But you're a little child, so it's kind of weird. But never mind. You love him so much.
We're not getting into the logistics of things, but you are Peter... No, he's Peter Pan? Who's Peter Pan?
And she's Tinkerbell.
Yeah, and Cersei is Wendy.
And so you have...
and I'm Rufio.
Then he goes into song.
Yeah.
And so then... Druig's, his lovely abode, his humble abode gets attacked by deviants. And I'll be honest with you, I was mad, because I was like, he's after working hard on that little farm, and these fuckers...
5,000 years. He's been grand.
5,000 years. And the poor lad just still has his Dublin accent. I just respect that so much. And so...
Some people lose it, but no, not him.
No, not him. And so he... they all turn up, and this is also before that. Tina has the lovely scene with Gilgamesh where he's like, I would protect you, like, no matter what happens. Because she's like, oh, I'm losing my mind, and he's like, that doesn't matter, like, I will look after you.
Yeah, we'll look after you. Yeah,
because we're friends. But it's a really nice scene. It's actually the most real scene between any of them in the whole movie, I would say.
Those are two very good actors. I really like Gilgamesh. I think he's one of my favourite characters in this.
I think Angelina Jolie is really, really good in this.
I feel like she was originally had more, but some of her stuff was cut. Because her storyline, she just kind of gets over it at the end.
That's a good point. But I think what she's given, she does really good.
Yeah, she does it. And this is another thing. I don't believe Icarus as the strongest Eternal.
No, she's way stronger than him.
She's so much stronger. Just like how she carries herself, how we've seen her fight. But everyone's just like, oh, Icarus is the strongest of all of us. Oh, he's Superman. Oh,
every time I see Icarus, he's like struggling against the aliens.
And she's just cutting off limbs, like.
She's just mowing through them. So I was kind of like, Unless the idea is that, oh, she's the strongest, but at the same time she's losing her mind, so Icarus is the strongest.
Maybe, but I don't like it. I would like to, like, if Icarus is the strongest, I would like to see him be the strongest.
Yeah, and he should, like, wipe her out at the end.
Yeah, like, and should, like, rip a deviant pure in half with his bare hand. Like, some kind of symbolism that, like, no, he is Superman. You know what you would, like, he should have lifted the bus in Camden. He should have lifted the bus like Superman on the front of Action Comics.
Oh, yeah. They had they had the Icarus shot of the comic books where he does the laser eyes into the sky and he has the arms out. That's in the final fight scene. But I was like, I recognise that comic cover. We did that.
It's a good cover.
So, yeah, they all get attacked. And, I mean, it's not going well because there seems to just be a lot of them in terms of... There's just so many monsters... And there just appears to keep being more and more. At the start, there's only like 2, but then Icarus takes 1, and there's still like another 5. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah, and there's like 1 in charge, and then there's others with different skill sets, kind of a thing. Barry does some very good gunfighting in this.
He's like literally in the scene for about 30 seconds. Richard
good.
Madden is in this scene for about 5 minutes, and you're like, yeah, but Barry with that shotgun though.
He does, like, he's flipping around and shooting at the same time. Oh my god.
Take notes, Richard Madden, with your flippy flying and you're going through. He actually goes through some hardship here. He's absolutely getting battered around.
He's getting destroyed, yeah. Strongest Eternal, my hope.
Yeah. And the problem is that Tina is now stuck to a tree and she's about to die. And this is when Gilgamesh comes in and he sacrifices himself to save her.
Yes, and by extension gives the deviant Crow, I think is the deviant's name.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the name, Shaun, I must admit.
That's fair, but it absorbs his powers and becomes a smart boy.
Becomes Ultron? Kind of?
A bit Ultron-y, but, like, never gets the he never get, like, there's no... He wants to destroy the Eternals... Because he knows that the Eternals and the Deviants were both created by the Celestials. And he's like, you destroy... Yeah.
It's a shit villain.
It's a shit villain. It really is. He
dies in like 30 seconds in the last battle. Like,
yeah, because he has this fight and then we don't see him again until the end.
And he turns up and you're like, fuck, this guy's a badass. He's after killing 2 of them. Like, he's juiced to the gills. Like, he's ready to go. And then Tina just kills him in about 2 minutes and you never see him again.
Yeah, like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think in the comics Tina had a relationship with a deviant, and I thought that's where that was going to go, that, like, Gilgamesh's, like, spirit was going to take over or something like that. Which
I like that, or else I like the idea that she hears the voice and then that I like we'll get to that scene.
We'll get to it, sorry.
That scene, yeah. And so then you have Druig was talking and he has a really, really good scene where he's just like, do you not think that I wanted to just take over the world for a little bit? Like, I could have, if you wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I could just take over the whole world and change everybody's minds and you couldn't do anything about it. Like, you wouldn't be powerful enough to stop me. But I didn't. So, get off my fucking back, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I know right from wrong, and, like, I make my own choices. Like, that's his whole thing.
And so then they have one funeral scene for Gilgamesh, and then boom, God, don't even know who Gilgamesh is. Never seen the man before.
Yeah, fuck life. Gilgamesh, says I. Like,
Tina's the only one who remembers. Everyone's like, Gilgamesh, Smilgamesh, fuck off.
And so the next goal is now it's Festus, right?
Yes, or Fastus. So what they have to do is they're basically like, Druig, can you put the thing to sleep? And Druig is like, I can't do it by myself. It's a celestial. We're going to need somebody else.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we've got like another 4 that we have to introduce, so let's go get Fastos. And so then they go up to Chicago, and Fastos is there with his family, and they're just like, do you want to come with us? And he's like, no, I do not. And they're like, everyone you know is going to die in 4 days if you don't. And he's like, fuck it. Jez, I may so.
Jez, and he's talked into it, and he's like, oh, fine. Because he's really... Because he gave up on humanity for a while. Because he
did Hiroshima.
He didn't do Hiroshima.
He gave them the tech.
He taught that, and not even like, oh, here's some blueprints for an atom bomb, but he gave them science basically, and then humanity took that down the path that led to the atom bomb. And he's like, if I didn't teach them how to build a steam engine, then this wouldn't have happened. So he's taking that blame on him. And
he doesn't want anything to do with humanity in any way. Now, I do have one major problem with any of them getting with anybody, just in terms of romantically, and that is the aging. Because what happens when his child is like 40 and is just like, Dad, you look the same as you did when I was 3.
These genes, you know? That's the thing. And like Kingo and Sprite apparently were hanging around for a while, but they had to move every 5 years because people were like, that kid hasn't aged. And Kingo apparently got sick of that.
And I don't even mind them being with each other, but I think if you were around for that long, and I know this is like a weird thing that none of us could have...
Yeah, sorry, I just want to say, Sprite and Kingo, they were just like... together as like a team, like
but a weird thing is, I think if you were immortal, I think you would just eventually stop. Like after the first relationship, you would just stop going with anybody who wasn't immortal, just for the sole reason that like you have to just see multiple people die repeatedly, and then just be like, well, move on to the next one. I suppose
that's it. Like that's like that's like the curse of immortality. Like is you see everyone you know and love die, and I don't even mind if that relationship was like in the flashbacks, but the fact that he's lived like 7,000 years and now he's still like, I'm going to get with a human. I was kind of just like, you definitely wouldn't though. Like you would still be like, it's a bit iffy. Yeah, a bit iffy. Now they do establish that like back in Babylon, he was just in his lab the whole time. He didn't go out and actually meet people.
Once he stopped being an Eternal, then that was when he discovered that I kind of do want to find love and all that stuff.
Yeah, like he stopped using his powers a bit, and then he like maybe had some time to go outside and meet someone, you know.
And so Fastos basically leaves his family. And he's like, he's looking at the husband and the son, and he's like, I'll talk to you after. Gotta go save the planet with all the superhero friends. And so then they go off and they have to find a spaceship. They're basically
Domo, I think it's called. Yeah,
was it? And so Macri is in the spaceship when they arrive. So now we've been introduced, just chilling, and we've just been introduced to all of them now successfully.
And how do you feel about the relationship between Druig and Macri?
I'm all in.
It's so good, right? They're so sweet together.
But it's only because it's Druig. That man deserves love.
And he's found it. And like he's clearly cool that like she just hangs out and reads and like
I think Druig, ironically, for the man who has the power of mind control, I think he'd be the coolest of just being like, yeah, look, you do you. I'm just going to do my own thing. You do your own thing. But at the end of the day, we're together. Like we'll come back together. And like at bedtime, we'll be together. But I got stuff to do. You got stuff to do. We'll see what happens.
That's fine. We'll meet in the middle somewhere. It's fine. And look, this is a great scene. They decide to do the Unimind from the comics, which is now done via a special bracelet.
I like how King goes like, could we not just do a brainstorm? Brainstorm? That's a way better name.
No, I designed it. It's the Unimind.
And so, the idea is that they're going to put all the powers they have into one of them, and then they're going to fight the Celestial, and basically either put it to sleep, or beat it, or kill it, basically. One to two.
Yeah, if it's Druig, they're going to put it to sleep. If it's Cersei, probably they're going to kill it, because she turned a deviant into a tree.
Yeah, and they're all very interested in how she can turn deviants into other things. It's like, that's very handy that we could be able to use that.
She's not able to affect living things, basically, is what she said.
And so then this is when we have the big flashback, because Icarus is like, he leaves the room. He's not happy with the mission. And you're like, why is he not happy? He doesn't make any sense, because they're like, Icarus is so good. Kingo's basically like hitting you over the head, like, Icarus is the best.
Oh,
Icarus
I fucking love
coolest.
Icarus, man.
Yeah, Icarus is the coolest dude ever. He never betrays. You know, if there's one thing I say about Icarus, he's reliable. He's a reliable kind of guy. Flashback.
Yeah, solid.
Icarus killing Ajax. I like how they used the one from the trailer in it, because you're like, you think that's it. It makes sense when you watch it in the trailer. It's like, oh, that's in the movie at the start. And then it didn't happen. And then as the movie was going, I was like, oh, that's when she dies. Because Icarus definitely did it.
Yeah, the Icarus heel turn was something that got spoiled on me. But watching the movie, you do kind of see it coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't know, but I just I was like, well, the only scene I know that Ajax is in again is the one with Icarus, and that's at her house where her body is found. So I'm going to assume that
but he doesn't even do it that simply, because he flies her to Alaska to see the remaining deviants, lets them kill her and absorb her power, and then flies back to South Dakota. And then lasers the ground in anguish.
Which, surely that would still be there when they arrive a few days later. Because it's like
big laser marks in the ground. Yeah.
And they might say, Icarus, have you been here? Because it looks like laser marks, and we know Ajax doesn't have lasers.
And we know Cyclops isn't in this universe yet, so it's fucking, it's all adding up.
And the Deviants, not a near bit of laser with them either. So there's only one person we know with laser eyes, and that's you. And those are laser eye marks in the grass. Never brought up again. He kills Ajax, and we find out he did it because there's a difference of opinion. Ajax is like, we need to stop the Celestials. They're going to kill everyone on the planet, and then they're going to start again. And he's like, we need to stick to the mission. The mission is that no matter good or bad, we don't interfere. We let them kill everyone, and then we'll continue the mission on another planet.
He's fully bought into like the Celestial like Kool-Aid, that they're just like, no, this is it. This is the cycle. This is how it works.
Which makes sense, because I like the fact that Ajax is smart enough. So like, I just like the dichotomy of Ajax is this character that doesn't really have a lot of powers, but is the leader because she's the smartest, I would say. And then you have Icarus, who has all the powers, but he's dumb. He's not smart enough to realise he's dumb. So he's thinking, I'm aware.
He's following orders, and that's all he's ever done, basically.
Yeah. And he doesn't even realise what he's doing. He's just like, this is the way to do it. They told me this is the way. And I'm the powerhouse, so you got to listen to me, because I'm the best.
And then so they go back into like the control room of the ship, and he's just suiting up on his own, and they're like, what's going on here?
And Cersei comes out and is like, I love you, Takers. And I'm like, oh, gal, you could do better. You could do better.
Yeah, you really could. Dane, go back to Dane.
Dane's so nice.
He's reconnecting with his long-lost uncle.
He doesn't want it. You're his queen. I can only assume. And so Icarus comes back in, and at this point you're like, he's the bad guy, and he's just like, this is a shit plan. I'm gonna fuck all y'all up. We're not doing any of this. This is a terrible idea. The Celestials put us here. Anyone interrupts has to go through me. And then King goes immediately like, this is a terrible idea. I'm running away. Kingo's weird. Kingo is like, has been in two minds about this the whole time, whether to go with the plan or to save the Earth. And he just kind of leaves in this movie. Never sees again.
No, like, it's weird that he's not in the final battle, right?
Not even like the bit at the end where he shows up and he's like, I changed my mind. I love ye guys more than I even care about what my decision is. Like, I just rather help ye.
Yeah, but like, he just vanishes and we don't see him again until the wrap up at the end.
It's very strange.
But this is the scene where you get the valet driver, and he's like, he's come to terms with the fact that Earth is going to be destroyed, and he turns around and he says, thank you to the Eternals for all they've done over the years. And it's a really heartfelt goodbye, and it's a human perspective on this problem that, in all honesty, doesn't affect the Eternals that much.
No. And he's just kind of saying thank you. Also, we missed the best joke is that they keep being like, when during the fight scene at Druig's place, they're like, where do you keep all these cameras? Because he keeps destroying more and he just keeps
always have a backup.
Like smaller and smaller VCRs.
Yeah.
Just keep coming out. And so, yeah, he basically leaves. It's so weird that Kingo's not brought back in any way until the end.
There has to be a reason for that, right? Like
not even a short bit in the final scene when Icarus is kicking the shit out of them and he's like, I'm here now, I'll help.
Yeah, and he does his little shooty gun thing.
Do you think he has to make those guns, or do you think he just does it because it's cool?
I think he just does it because it's cool, definitely.
Yeah, visually cool.
I would. Yeah.
If he can make it just with one finger, but it's not as effective unless you stick the thumb up and you start going pew,
of course. Pew pew, the noises help, definitely.
The noises help. So yeah, Icarus fucks off. He's like, you're going to go through me. None of you are strong enough. I'm way stronger than all ye. I'm the best. And so they're left with just, they've got Cersei, you've got Sprite, who also leaves with Icarus, I should say. She's like, this is my chance. We're going to fall in love. I'm leaving
shoot my shot right here.
Yeah, she shoots her shot and she leaves. And she's like, I want all the people to die as well. I want to start again and not be a kid. I don't know if that's how it works, because you're a clone, Sprite, so you'll probably just be cloned in the same body. So Icarus is left, Phastos, Macquarie, Druig. They're your 4 left. And Tina, 5.
Yes. Yeah, and so Macquarie has figured out where the Celestial will be born, and so they all head there.
And I really like the scene of, and this is such a small thing, of Macquarie and the speedrunning. I think it's a good effect.
It's great.
I quite like it.
So good.
Yeah, if we're speeding around the world, just checking out where the Celestial's going to come from. I was like, that's what you'd do if you were that quick.
And I like that it's effortless for her as well. Like, she's not out of breath by the end of it.
No, she's just like, she could cover the whole world in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it's nothing.
And so yeah, she eventually finds it, and then they're like, okay, we gotta go there. So they all show up, and you have Icarus turns up at the ship first of all. So he sees the ship coming. Him and Sprite are there at the volcano, and he sees the ship coming, and he's like, I'm gonna go sort this out. So he flies into the ship, and it's him v Tina at a 1v1, which is pretty cool, to be fair.
Yeah, and the fight choreography in this whole movie is pretty good, considering they're fighting with light most of the time.
We also, Tina and Cersei have like a pep talk on their way there, and Cersei's like, I don't know if I can do this, and she's like, you've got to do this. Like, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, like, you were chosen for a reason. And they use the ball that lets you talk to Celestials. They use that to power the Unimind, so that they can give all the power to Cersei or Druig. And then
they suit up. There's a big suit up scene.
Big suit up scene. Little bracelets added this time.
Bat nipples. Bat bum. Little suit up scene.
And so yeah, the fight between Icarus and Tina on the ship is quite good. And that's all a distraction so that they can basically run up to the top of the volcano.
And once Druig starts going, Icarus decides, I've finished with Tina. He flies out and immediately comes out and fucks Druig up.
Throws him into the earth.
It throws him into the earth and then laser eyes him while he's in the earth. So I was like, I hate Icarus now. And I like Richard Madden, but I would... Oh, boys. Had me going.
I was on the fence, but now he's really done it.
Yeah. Up until this point, I was like, let's hear him out, guys. But then he attacked the lad. He attacked our boy. And I'm like, you leave Barry alone, right? Nobody touches Barry except for North Dubliners and us.
Only we're allowed to do that. And then you have just the rest of the Eternals just dunking on Icarus for a while.
Yeah, it's like 3v1 for a long time, and it's them using all their individual powers together. Macquarie is holding her own by herself. She's like speed running, like punching him and then running past and punching him again. That's always great when you have like a powerhouse against a speedrunner. It's just very cool visually because you've got like the speed like trying to keep up, and then the powerhouse just needs to get them once, and it's over.
Yeah, needs one hit or one laser blast. I also like how Fastus fights using his like technology. So he has like
Makes
these
sense.
like blaster gun things. Yeah, and he's thinking of things on the fly and making them out of cosmic energy. And the like grapples that he puts Icarus in are really cool.
Yeah, and you also have, and you think, Jesus, what's going to happen now? Then the Deviant shows up, the real smart one. So this, I was like,
Crow?
This must be the last final act. This is a big deal. This guy showed up. He's going to take all their might to defeat this guy. He's killed two of them. And so he punches Icarus, and then, which is a bit of a weird one, he punches Icarus, and then they all start punching him. And then he goes into a cave, and Tina's like, holds up one hand, she's like, this guy's a little fucking bitch. I'm going to go sort him out by myself.
And then Tina's like, okay, and I've gotten over all of those issues that I had earlier in the movie.
I had issues, now I no longer have issues. And she slices his head off.
Yeah, and because it starts speaking like Gilgamesh, and you think she's going to like be absorbed, and then I legitimately thought they were going to kill off Tina so that they wouldn't have to pay Angelina Jolie's fee for any sequels.
Not for any plot reasons, but just like, it's a fucking big budget though, to be fair. You've hit Angelina again.
It's a lot. Like there's a reason there's a few Eternals dead in this movie.
I do love how Tina fights though. I think like they really get across how much of a badass she is. That like she is the best fighter out of all of them, like multiplied by 5.
Oh yeah, like because she in like legend is the Greek goddess of war, like so she's just the best fighter, and she has like the spear and the shield, which works so well for that.
They're not physical; that she just like creates them whenever she needs them.
So she's always ready to go. So no, like Tina's one of the better developed characters, I think.
Yeah, and now I think a lot of that does come down to it is Angelina Jolie. So it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to develop someone because we kind of like we know her, like we've seen her in movies for years. So she comes on and people are like, she's a badass. We're just like, well, she's a badass. I'm going to assume because like that's Lara Croft or whatever you want to do.
That's Mrs. Smith.
That's the lady from Wanted. But it's just
the tourist.
but like I do think you have star presence. So someone's like, she's a badass. I'm like, okay, I'm all in. Whereas it's a lot harder. Like, say you have like Sprite, Liam McHugh playing Sprite, and I'm sure Liam McHugh, great actress, but I don't really personally. I mean, it's not offensive to say she's not as well known as Angelina Jolie. Or anyone in this cast, probably other than
neither
Richard
are
Madden.
we.
Either are we. Richard Madden is probably, and Kit Harington are probably the only two, and Kumail. But Richard Madden and Kit Harington were probably the biggest TV show of all time, or one of the top 5.
They do have that going for them, yeah.
But even they are like a tenth of where her star level is. So it's easy for her character to come across a lot more, whereas I do think they had to work a lot harder for other ones, and they just didn't put in. There just isn't the time to give any of these people the characterization.
Yeah, and it reflects then on even the villains of this, like the Crow, the super deviant, is just a nothing character.
I forgot his name was the Crow in between you telling me it was the Crow earlier on.
It's not that Crow, it's KRO is his name.
Even worse. Even fucking worse.
And like Icarus, like that should be more tragic than it is, surely.
If that's played by anyone lesser than Richard Madden, that character is the most boring character in the world.
Literally.
It's because it's Richard Madden that we're like, okay, well, we care slightly.
Do you know what would have been a power move? Is if they had somehow cast Henry Cavill as Icarus.
That's like another level up. Like, fuck you. Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. He's like Superman.
And I bet like he'd pump his arms before he started the fight scene.
Oh yeah, Mission Impossible style. That's his cosmic power.
So yes, Tina immediately defeats Crow. Don't need to big him up. He's just killed 2 Eternals throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Pretty big deal. dead in 60 seconds, don't need him, because now we moved on to the other big bad, which turns out to be Sprite and her little knife. And so Cersei shows up and she's like, I'm gonna stop her. And you have Sprite there, stabs her straight through the back.
Pretend to be Jack, just like has a vision of her there, ready to go. Yeah, stabs her through the back.
Yeah. And it's just like Soz, but I mean, Icarus is a pretty cool dude, so I'm going to follow him.
The only thing that could stop Sprite now is a swift punch to the back of the head.
And the best movie, or the best part of the movie comes up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Druid comes in and punches Sprite, knocks her out with a punch to the back of the head.
I just have Druid punches the head off her.
Yeah.
He just fucking decks her from the back.
One punch. And he's like, that was very moving.
I was just like, Druid, powerful. That's a powerful characterization. I love that. By the way, Druid completely underwritten in this movie as well, but we just love Barry.
But we've just sampled every facet of that character and was like, no, he's perfect. He's the peak human.
I think he's actually probably the most underwritten character.
He's just kind of brooding, but God, I love him.
I think it's probably him and Sprite are the two most underwritten. And then, Macri as well. Like, we know nothing about her.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't even think they're underwritten.
So,
yeah, I just think they don't have very much to do for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here the whole way through the movie.
And then you have... They basically have to turn up. The Cersei shows up and Icarus shows up because Icarus is like, he's gotten free. And he's like, I can't let you do this because Celestials, we have to let them kill everyone. That's just the deal. And Cersei's like, that's a really bad idea. That's really dumb.
So laser blast me in the face, why don't you?
If you really hate me that much. And he starts crying because he's like, I don't want to blow up my one love who their romance didn't really come across on screen, but I can't kill her now. I'm so sad.
And she'll surely be sad. Surely she has no one else in the world to love her.
And also, let's just talk about the big thing here that I don't like. And it's literally big. It's a big hand, Shaun.
Big.
It's a big
hand.
Big fucking
big hand, big face.
Big celestial coming out of the planet. Can I just ask, and I just really quickly, can you explain how everyone on the planet is not dead once that hand and head comes out of the planet?
This is the thing. And this is, and I never thought I would equate these two universes in my mind. But it's a similar problem to what you have with Moonfall, where the planet is in such delicate balance, specifically in relation to distribution of mass, that I feel something big coming out of the centre of the Earth and moving to the outside, while not only affecting tides and coastlines, might also affect the way the Earth rotates a bit.
I think that head is probably the size of a country. Or... It's quite large, and it comes out of the sea. From where? Where's the hole it's left? If it has left a hole, what has happened to fill up that hole? Has all the ocean flowed in there? I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I'm wondering... Okay. Remember I was saying about rumours and how I want to be right about something eventually?
Yes.
There is an island in Marvel Comics called Genosha, and that is where the mutants live. I feel at some point there is going to be a mutant colony built on that big stone celestial hand or face.
Can I follow that up though with how does that explain any of my questions?
It doesn't at all. Also in this movie, the Earth is being rocked by like earthquakes and tsunamis and shit. Yeah. And that's just all in the background.
Don't worry about it. No need.
No, there's an earthquake in London. That's pretty big news.
Well, even bigger news. There's a big fucking monster coming out of the centre of the Earth. Everyone's fine. Everyone high-fives when they stop it. We did it.
Keep dodging that question. Yeah, we saved the city.
He only got half out of the hole. Oh, well, if he had gotten the whole way out, then we all definitely would have been dead. But halfway...
How do you reconcile with that as a regular human? Like, how do you just acknowledge the fact that that's happened?
There's a monster in the earth.
Like, how do you come to terms with that? It's like in Transformers, where the Earth is a transformer. I think I've told you about this before. I don't know if I said it on the show. Have you heard of the Galactus conspiracy?
I vaguely remember it. Go on.
So there's a thing in Marvel Comics. There's a group of people who don't believe that Galactus is real, because for the simple fact that a person called Mysterio exists in the world and can make big illusions appear in the sky. So what's more likely?
A cloud.
Naturally a cloud. But what's more likely? That dude being real, or the special effects dude made everyone believe it?
Seems very realistic so far, Shaun, in terms of how you're describing this, because I think that's everything in real life as well.
I think you might be right, actually. So all I'm saying is, if the Earth is flat, then the Celestial could have just come through the bottom. See?
You know what? This
there.
movie might back up the Flat Earth Society, because round Earth, he pops out like a little egg. We're fucked. But Flat Earth, he comes up through the middle. You'd still be okay on the edges. It's just the little bit, the little divot he's made in the middle.
Any excess water, because if he punched a hole through, any excess water could just drain out into space.
Exactly. And so nothing would be affected.
Like a big plug hole.
He's living in the earth, though, and he's popped out. You can't unbreak an egg. Even if he gets out a hand, it's still too much.
Yeah. I don't know where they're going to go with that. I don't know how that's going to be addressed in future. It's a lot. It's a lot for this movie to do. For this movie to do that to that universe.
And so Cersei uses her powers, and she turns the whole thing into ice. Or
stone, I thought.
Stone.
If it's ice, that's even worse, because that's going to melt, man. That's in the Pacific Ring of Fire.
She's going to melt in no time. Global warming. And that, to be fair, that wouldn't work.
No, Conor.
Why did nobody think of bringing the Celestial up from the middle of the Earth, then creating ice that way? Then we've got more glaciers. That's smart.
It's not the glaciers is the issue, though. It's the heat that melts the glaciers and causes levels to rise.
Yeah, but why don't we just add more ice, Shaun, by bringing a big monster and turning him to ice? More ice. We take the ice from external sources, bring it here.
Are you thinking of that episode of The Simpsons where they go mining for ice to sell in the stores?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You're not getting me here. It makes perfect sense.
Okay, well then let me say this to you, Conor. What if Icarus just flew into the sun?
Just cause.
Just for no reason.
I mean, they stop the Celestials, and I feel like he's a bit embarrassed at that stage. He's like,
he can't go back.
There's egg on my face. I wanted everyone to die like 4 minutes ago, and now everyone's not going to die. Nobody's going to let me forget that.
There'll be no drinking spit beer tonight, boys.
Oh, the boys won't even look at me. The boys won't even... Druig doesn't want a pint with me. He's disgusted with me.
He wants a pint with everyone.
Yeah, he's fucking Irish. And so I may just... what could I do? I could move to a different country, move to a different planet, I suppose. I can fly in space, so I could move... Fly to the sun? Yeah.
That would be historically poetic, you know? What if Icarus flew just a bit too close to that sun?
I don't think he flew a bit too close. I think he flew directly into it. I don't even think...
Do you think he's dead?
Yes.
Even if he flew into the sun?
Yeah, especially if he flew into the sun.
Alright. I'm not calling you.
But I just think he flew into the sun, Shaun.
I know, it'd be really weird if he came back, I grant you. Yeah. But what if he comes back all burned? Like a cartoon.
With like a tan.
Yeah.
Like a man just with like a little tan and sunglasses on, but like the sunglasses have like the white bits where he had the sunglasses on.
He's like Bermuda Icarus, and he has like the shorts and the shirt on. He's got a coconut drink in one hand.
How's it going, guys? We stop at another Celestial.
Bit of sun cream just on the nose.
So they all stop the big Celestial. Everybody's delighted. Druig even gets the gal. Macary's like, Druig, you're a nice man, and I would like to be romantic with you. And so she doesn't say it out loud, and he doesn't say it out loud. Nobody says anything, but it's just implied that they are into each other and subtle.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I want a 10-minute sex scene. I want a marriage scene. I want to know. I want them holding hands and shouting into each other's face that they love each other.
Right, okay. One of those characters is deaf, so, you know.
Yeah. But everything else you can still have before that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And you can you do sign language in caps lock? I don't know.
She can still shout at him. And Druid can just be like, all right.
Yeah, totally. And, look... I like that they're together at the end. Like, it's not this tragic thing that like Macari stays on Earth and Druid goes off into space. Like they're just like, oh no, we're gonna stick together now. That's something we're gonna do.
I like a bit of characterization for both of them because they've both been kind of left alone a little bit. So let's give them each other just to add a bit.
Maybe that's how they like it, Conor. Maybe they're private people.
Maybe. It's a movie though. We're meant to know about them.
Right, well what we need now is Druid in a fucking sick jacket though.
No, so they go off. So they leave the planet because they're going to go fight other Celestials that are causing mischief and mayhem, and they're going to go stop them. And then simultaneously, in possibly the worst part of the movie, but I haven't talked through it, there is quite a few bits that I didn't really like, but Sprite, just grand, just joins back up with the team.
Sprite becomes a human.
Yeah, because that's just a power that people have. So
that's just they're able to do that. Could you not have just aged her up as an Eternal though?
Shut up! What the fuck are you talking about? She wants to be a child and go to school for some reason. What about that? Couldn't they looked at her and said, "Didn't you want everyone to die 5 minutes ago? 1, 2, didn't you stab me 4 minutes ago? 3, those are bad looks for our friendship."
It is, but also if you're turning her to human, could you not she's 7,000 or so years old?
Yeah.
Could you not make her 25 and just be like, look, you're schooling, you don't have to go to school. Realistically, you probably don't have to get a job. You'll be grand.
Why would she need to go to school anyway? Just in general,
to meet
they're not
people
going
her own
to
age.
search.
No,
they're not going to search Kingo out and why is your child not in school?
Yeah, he's Kingo. Who's just back now. It's fine.
Does this mean you have to legally adopt her?
I think so. How do you explain how you came into contact? Yeah.
But what's her number? It's her PPS number.
I don't think she has. What's yours?
No, but surely to fill out those forms you'd need some sort of identification.
I'll be honest, Conor, I haven't gone through the lengthy process of adopting a child.
Yeah. But I would assume you would need at least one piece of paper to say something. And I think she probably doesn't have that one piece of paper for identity.
What if Kingo found her at Paddington Station? She had a little brown paper tag on her saying, "Please look after this child."
She's about 19. The fucking thing. Also, that woman does not look 12.
No, but actors,
I think she might be 15, 16. What is she in this?
I don't know what age she's meant to play. She's kind of age. I suppose she's 7,000, but as an actual actor, she's 15 years old at the minute.
Okay.
And Barry Keoghan, 29. That's your Barry update for this segment.
Every week we're going to do a Barry update. Where he was born. Here. So yeah, Sprite is just let off for stabbing and all the genocide she was into there a few seconds ago. And people just kind of forget that she gets turned into a human because what can you do? She goes off a Kingo, and then the last scene is them being like, we're going to go find the Celestials. And then the Celestial shows up and is like, you looking for me, dickheads? And then is like, I'm going to make my judgment on this planet.
I know you don't like this, right? But I think the image of the Celestial in the sky is fucking unreal. I think
that's a very cool image. No, I actually don't mind the end where the Celestial shows up.
It's just the schooling bit.
Oh, the whole thing with Sprite is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen. But anything to do with Sprite at the end, after the genocide and the stabbing and the getting turned into a human, I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm
not into this.
But Cersei gets basically transported into the sky, and the Celestial is like, y'all done gone and goofed. You've pissed me off. What the fuck you do? And that's my brother down there who was laying in an egg in earth, and I was waiting for him to hatch, and you stopped the hatch.
Killed him. Technically, they killed a newborn baby.
They killed the baby, and it was mid-birth, and then they decided, let's turn it to stone. Dickheads.
Turn to stone. Absolute dickheads. He's going to look through their memories and judge if humanity is worthwhile to live.
Yeah, which, I mean, is a very Celestial thing to do.
It is, but it's also like, that's a pretty fair response to, you just betrayed a plan that took 8,000 years. It's a fairly measured response to be like, okay, let me see your side of it.
Which would beg the question, why did you have the original plan in the first place?
Maybe it's a test. And it's like, you're not meant to, if you're in a police interrogation, you don't eat the donuts.
Ajax asked 7 times, guys, can we maybe have a rethink? Because humans aren't that bad. And they were like, nah, shut up. Stick to the plan.
It requires murder.
Stick to the fucking plan. And then after all of it, they're just like, you know what? I've just come up with this plan myself, and nobody told me this, but I think we should probably listen. Maybe have a bit of judgment, see.
I like how Arishem gives them a week and a half to get things settled, and then kidnaps them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's smart. I think let them get everything organised. Where's Sprite going to enroll? You need to know all this stuff before you start kidnapping people.
Yeah, and so that's the end of the film proper. And then we have a famous Marvel after credits scene, Conor.
Yes, and the first one is a character that we covered in Hero Zero that I feel like you're the smartest person in the whole world, because
I feel that way as well, Conor.
Harry Styles shows up as Eros or Star Fox, and is actually perfectly cast, I would say, in the role.
It's the best casting that's one of the best Marvel castings I've ever seen. I will say, I did Hero Zero last Friday, and I had no idea that Eros was in this movie. I was just looking for Eternals characters to tie in to this, and he came up, and I was like, oh yeah, Brother Thanos. Interesting, that'll be a laugh. Absolute flirty shitbird. Conor will love him. And then he shows up along with Pip the Troll, played by Patton Oswalt.
I was literally sitting there going, who is that voice? I know that voice. It's Patton Oswalt. Okay, it's Patton
Oswalt. And so he meets up with Druig, Macari, and Thena on the Domo. And this is where Druig says the classic line, "What do you want, lads?" And so he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go find more Eternals," and so they're all now a team together. And not the last after credits scene, Conor.
The last one is you've got Mr. Kit Harington, and he has
Whitman,
and he has a certain blade, and it's just
a certain dark coloured blade. So he has the ebony blade, the blade of House Whitman, who it transforms the wielder into the Black Knight. Mm-hmm. But the blade can often corrupt people. It tends, the more you kill with it, the more bloodlust you get. While you are wielding the blade, you can be injured but not killed. And so he's like, I have to try. This is one way I could possibly help Gemma Chan. And so he goes to reach for the blade. The blade looks really cool, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
really
like
cool.
Running with fucking misty evil. And then you hear a voice from off screen saying, "Are you sure you're ready for that?" And I said it in the cinema, and I went home and checked, and I was entirely right. It's Mahershala Ali.
Fucking Blade.
As Blade.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our first Blade cameo? It's just a voice, but a cameo in the MCU.
And is he in the room? Is he going to be like, you sure you're ready for that? I can't imagine Blade in England, but that's Blade's whole comic book character for a long
he's
time.
English. He's an English dude, but he has an American accent, so maybe he's just like travelling around looking for Draculas or something.
Looking for Starks. Wait a minute.
Maybe hanging out with Moon Knight or something. Which, we'll talk about that next.
Yes, but Shaun, that is kind of the end of the film itself. So, I mean, we've kind of gone through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things probably could have done better, and I feel like we might have been a bit harsh on the film. There are some very silly moments, but at the same time, I think in terms of the spectacle and the size of the movie, I don't know if it could have been done better in terms of the size of the cast even.
No, I don't know how you would. I wouldn't know how to improve this movie while making it still as accessible as it is. It's a very accessible way into a very, complicated side of Marvel Comics.
It would be... to me, it's very similar to if they just did the Avengers movie and they just started and you had Thor and Captain America and you're like, this guy's from the 50s or the 40s. He was frozen, he's brought back to life, now you've got Iron Man, and they're just there, and you're kind of like, okay, we have 9 origins going on at once here, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Or it'd be like doing the same thing with Infinity War, which I feel is even harder, because that one really doesn't hold your hand on it. So I think as a jumping off point into more of the cosmic magic side of Marvel, we've had Thor and Guardians and stuff, but more of large scale cosmic, constants of the universe type stuff. I think that this is a pretty good jumping off point. It's not my favourite Marvel movie, but I don't think it deserves all the hate that it's getting.
No, and I'm worried now that people are going to think that I didn't like it. I mean, I was watching it going, this is fine.
Yeah.
And I think that can be seen as an insult. I don't know if there's anything actively bad other than maybe Sprite being turned back at the end, being like, yeah, you're cool.
Hey, but you're cool, you're fine.
Everything else, I was just kind of like, yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's a lot going on, but okay, fine. I can't say there's anything, actively that's terrible. I wouldn't have done that. And there are some good ideas in it. I think it's a movie that's definitely chock full of really good ideas. But they're probably... You've got 9 really good ideas that are all not very explored. Instead of 4 really good ones that are all fully explored. And there's several of them that I was like, oh no, stick to that. That's a really cool angle. And then it moves on to the next one. Because it has to get to the next thing. Because we're introducing so many new things and ideas in this one movie. And we only have 2 hours. And 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it's something. It is different than a usual Marvel movie. It is still quite quip. I think that's probably my biggest complaint, is that the tone of it shifts.
I wanted this to be more serious.
Yeah, I would have loved this to be more serious, but it is quippy and, a lot of trailer lines put in.
I wanted one family to get control of another planet and then another family to come in and attack them. Is that too much to ask?
Conor, might I suggest Dune?
Go back and listen to our review of that. That's real good.
Oh, we're so happy and positive in that one. Yeah, it's. I'm not negative on this one either. It's a mixed bag, but on the whole, I liked it.
I don't think I'll watch it again, though.
I don't think so either. I don't think it has great rewatchability.
So, Weetabix, what's our Weetabix rating?
1 with honey and milk.
I would say 1 with a tiny bit of sugar, but and then a little bit of milk. It's nice, but I don't know if I'd have it again.
No, and if anything, I want more from the bowl in this.
Yes, I want a little more that's not there.
Yeah. So yeah, someone else has served me this and I'm like, it's grand, but could I have just a little...
Or no, a Weetabix with strawberries, bananas, kiwi. It's got 9 different fruits and I'm kind of like, it's too many fruits. It's too many fruits. I actually would have preferred less because with less kind of action, I would have been able to taste them a lot more.
Or you've got 4 different cereals in the cupboard, but they're all just on the ends, and so you just throw them all into one bowl, milk over the top.
Madness.
That's it.
They work lunatics.
Psychopathy. Conor, would you like me to take us out?
Yeah, please.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this very bumper episode of Movie Mondays. We'll be back on Wednesday with Weird News, Friday with Hero or Zero, next Monday with another episode of Movie Mondays. I believe a newsy week covering all of the recent happenings. So big shout outs to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. Special shout outs go to Waffles. Will be 30 years old by the end of the month. All he wants is for people to get vaccinated and to have a nice day.
Waffles, we hope you have a nice day too.
Yeah, it's your birthday. You have to have a nice day on your birthday. That's the law. Thanks also to Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Róisín Halley, Ryan Right Time Evanson, Shaun Grow Your Mo for a Bro Jameson, Dominic, Josiah Florida Gal Green, Anna Team Irish Walrus Hjelmroos, Lil Dicky, the other in a southern drawl, says, well, I reckon people dang old call me Florida man. Glad to meet you, M. I can't stress this enough. I don't know if M is like the James Bond thing, but there is a character limit on Patreon. It lets you type for longer, but it always cuts it off. So just double check. Look, Lil Dicky, if that's the case, you message me the rest of that, and I will get that sorted. And thanks also to Danny McLaughlin, Ray, I can't believe Wanda did this, Sammy DeLucia, Michelle, it's championship weekend for Drip Browne, but Drip is spelled DR1P.
Drip Browne.
I don't. And then Browne is the last name. Drip is.
It's championship weekend fine. For Drip.
For Drip. What? DR1P? Is that a thing? Oh, please explain.
We're not
please
cool.
Explain. You've got more characters. You can explain more.
We're not cool. Just imagine that we're not cool. I know it's hard. Just factor that in.
Yeah, or is it Dr. One Pence? Is that what's going on here?
Dr. One Pence. He's 50 cents backup.
And thanks also, of course, to a Dune Run, Luke Hoth. Thank you all for the continued support. You're all amazing. Patreon is linked below, as is our merch store, as is our Twitter, @Heroes for Hire Pod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Doveman's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. But the best way you can ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
So I have been Conor Lawler.
I have been Shaun Meehan.
And we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.